Hello, the audience. Just, if you hear a buzzing in the background, that's because this is the old microphone that I used to use, and the new one is refusing to fucking work. So, yeah, and I feel somewhat stupid, but mainly just pissed off, that I can't find a single AUX microphone, or aux, whatever the fuck you want to call it, a single fucking microphone that can actually work. I can't. Like, I can't find a standing mic at all. It's not like, oh, the ones I can find are too expensive. It's just impossible to fucking find them. I don't fucking know. I go on Amazon, try and look for it. I can't find it. I don't know what brand I should be looking for. All I've been told is don't use the exact ones I keep finding. Don't use fucking Yeti. Don't use Snowball. Don't use the ones I keep finding. And I've heard the audio quality, and they're absolute garbage. So I've narrowed it down to these two microphones, and that microphone, you can hear every goddamn thing in the universe. You can hear a fly from the other end of the galaxy. And then this one is just, they have a constant buzzing in the background that doesn't fucking stop. It is impossible to find a microphone that works. And I can't, there's no recording software or hardware that allows me to use a USB microphone, which would be fucking fantastic, but I can't find anything. Every single, like, recording software and hardware type of thing has a subscription service that costs like $500 a month. Since I'm done venting, for the most part, I will probably be venting for the rest of this video. I don't know how long it'll take. But that's been the main reason I haven't been uploading recently, is I can't record a video with quality, you know, good enough to make anything worth a damn. So, you know, that's literally the #1 reason. Not even, I could happily upload videos daily even while I was editing that fucking Best of Timberkey video. I was just using that Best of Timberkey video as an excuse to not be uploading while I try and solve this problem. I figured I would just do it by now, but I fucking can't. So, see this as a cry for help, if you will. If someone's watching this and can find an AUX microphone with a little cord that looks like an earbud that can just work, if it works, I would be over the moon. Just find one ever. Oh my god. Ugh. Again, it's not that I don't have the money, it's that it doesn't fucking exist. And I can't find one that isn't attached to a shitty, uncomfortable headset. Right now I'm using the old microphone that I have now rubber banded to my forehead. That's the best audio quality I can get out of this. And if it's gonna work, I'm going to probably still do this until I find fucking something. Or learn how to fucking solder shit and make one myself. Ugh. That's the biggest reason I haven't been uploading, is because I refuse to upload audio and content that is just absolutely horrible to listen to. Because if I can't watch it myself, I'm not uploading it. Anyway, I didn't want to record anything from a series. And I don't know, I haven't made a T10 video in a while, and I don't know if this even fucking counts. PSN on the PlayStation 3 isn't working, so I can't make a Black Ops 2 video. That's fucking amazing. But I just, I figured I'd just show off my Tardis in Minecraft. This took me hours, by the way, to get this to work. It's this, and also this. And also this. Flip that, and then this. It does that. This took me many, many moons to make work. And then we can, you know, open the doors and turn off the lights as we leave. Don't flicker them, turn them off. There we go. In case you're interested in what the redstone looks like, probably a better way to do this, but I couldn't figure it out. So the light switch is up here. This is all the stuff. It just has a delay, so it looks fancier. And I needed to add a repeater up there anyway. So this is all this mess. Right here is the doors. So that shoves a piston down because I couldn't get a redstone signal to go straight down in any other way, because this labs are really inconsistent. It'll say it goes down there, but it doesn't. So, like, for example, you know, it'll be a redstone and it goes down to one, like, down here, and it'll be lit up, but if you connect it, the redstone signal won't go any further than that. Anyway, so it goes down and then leads out here, and again, I'm pretty sure there's a smarter way to do that, but I just couldn't figure it out without breaking the doors or making the floor wrong. And then there's a light switch, which I understand that having the door mechanism on this side would have been so much easier, but I deliberately wanted this one to be the lights for the purposes of showmanship. I would like to mention that this is not... I'm not trying to recreate the Doctor's TARDIS, so I'm not, like, going for precise details from the show. I'm creating my own version of what a TARDIS would be like. So, but I am taking, of course, notes from Doctor Who, but, like, you know, in the episode of Doctor Who with the second version of Clara, not the first one on the spaceship, and not the last one that we ended up getting as a companion, but the Victorian one, the Doctor walks in here and flips the switch right here, and then boom, lights. That's kind of cool, so I wanted that. And then, like, I believe it's a couple of the first Doctor episodes, this side is the thing. Even 12th Doctor as well. This side of the console is, you know, you flip it and you open the doors. So I figured that was kind of cool. I didn't want to do a full-on piston door because the walls would look all kinds of ugly, and I'm not going to do, like, a double piston extender thing where you have to, you know, move the pistons over and then suck them and then go all the way back. That would just look hideous. So, yeah. I just decided regular wooden doors. Boom. There you go. Also, those are my favorite doors. That's why they're the front. No other reason, really. Then I have the rest of the TARDIS, which I do plan to make more of in the future. I did this on the PlayStation 3. The reason I'm doing this whole tour video is mainly stress relief. This has been awful last couple of weeks, trying to figure out this audio garbage. Honestly, if this is working, I'd be happy to keep doing it. I have the other half of the headset on the thing. I blew about $60. Not even. I think even more than $60 on that headset. And it's uncomfortable to use. The audio quality is actually very good in the earphones. The microphone is shit, and it's uncomfortable to use, so I probably will be throwing that away. Anyway, yeah. Continuing with the tour, I did this on the PS3 version, and this extended... I have a video on it on my channel. It's, we just kind of pointed a camcorder at it and counted each block from one extreme of the TARDIS to the other, and it's a little over 2 kilometers. And that was just in a straight line. That wasn't going on, like, all the other offshoots and stuff. That wasn't, like, going down all the other paths and checking all the rooms. But, yeah, a good 2 kilometers. Just one end to the other. So, yeah. So, I'm starting over from scratch on this version for a good reason. 2 reasons, mainly. Reason 1, and the reason I quite appreciate it, hold on, let me just turn on the lights, is that this is the Bedrock version of Minecraft, which means I can play this on the PC as well, which wouldn't make much difference, but I can also connect a VR headset to it, so one day I might be able to walk around this TARDIS in, like, as myself. That sounds amazing. The main reason, actually, is just that the PlayStation 3 edition of Minecraft is not great at holding big file sizes, and the files at some point will corrupt and delete themselves. And that happened to 3 of my maps. There was my Redstone map, which is, it had the same, like, aesthetic of Redstone, or that series that Ross did. You don't have to watch it. Please don't. It's actually quite cringy, but it is, I enjoyed it. So I made a map like that, and made a bunch of Redstone inventions that I'm super proud of, but eventually I added so many that the map ended up lagging and deleting itself, naturally. After that was my peaceful map, where I took after Ant Venom on that one, and created a world entirely in peaceful survival mode. I did, like, have commands on so I could have keep inventory when needed, and also switch the game mode difficulty whenever, so achievements were turned off. So not exactly as Ant Venom's was done, but, you know, he still had plenty of mods on there, and he even had the too many items mod, so he can spawn stuff in when he wanted, so you can't complain. Anyway, and then, of course, that, again, lagged out and deleted itself while I was building a bridge. Then I had my TARDIS, which did exactly that. So, theoretically, the Bedrock version should hold up better, so I'm making my own TARDIS here. The reason I'm not starting over and doing something else is I got really attached to the TARDIS idea. Because, like, the redstone invention stuff, like, yeah, I remember all the stuff that I made. I can just remake them whenever they're necessary to remake. And with the peaceful map, that was its own thing. I don't want to, like, you know, I don't have any real desire to go back to that. You know, I put a lot of work, showed off a bit. There was one video on the internet that someone made of it, and when the map was deleted, they deleted their video, and so I kind of got a little annoyed at them, but, you know, that's whatever. So, yeah. But, yeah, I did want to remake my TARDIS because I was very proud of it, and it allowed me to, you know, feature some of my other redstone stuff, like, you know, I'm very into redstone, but like this. Like, that was a cool project. Just figuring out how to have a lever here that opens those doors. That was kind of fun. And then I also had a bunch of other, like, gimmick rooms. Like, I had a danger room, which you just walk in, press a button, and it kills you. There's this, which is the Hall of Treasures, Treasure Hall, whatever you want. I made on my first TARDIS, I made this way too big and added way too many things, considering I have 3 at the moment. But yeah, and then I tried, like, making this room earlier, and I made it way too small, so I just kind of duplicated this smaller room. But yeah, anyway, the whole point of this room is to physically represent my favorite inconsistencies in all of my favorite things. And by inconsistencies, I mean, like, plot holes, really. So, for example, in Doctor Who, the sonic pen that the adipose lady was using, that was literally thrown in a trash can and never heard from again. So I have it here because there's no canonical way to prove that I don't have it. Same with the hoverboard from Back to the Future. They rode off with it in Back to the Future 3. It's been how many years now? At least 30, so no spoilers on that one. But they rode off into the distance in Back to the Future 3, never heard from again. Sockeyed sword. I will never explain what this is. I want someone to figure it out on their own. It was in a forest, by the way. It just got abandoned in a forest. But yeah. If someone can figure out what that is. Anyway, I also have a library. I've built libraries in the past. On my other TARDIS, I had 3 in my other TARDIS. I had a very small one. I had a slightly bigger one that looked very aesthetically pleasing. And then I had a huge one, which I think that library sent the map over the edge because that was what I was working on. It was like 11 stories tall and about the size of 2 basketball courts put side by side. Each story was that, and it had 11 of them, so that was a lot. But yeah, this is I think the one of the more unique ones, because the rest I had like a wooden aesthetic to it, and it felt like a very old library. This is kind of cooler though, with, like, you know, the lights and the mild darkness around the middle. I feel like I can improve this a bit, but I like the futuristic style consistency with the rest of the TARDIS. I know there's not much to show off, but again, this is a work in progress, and I do plan on building a couple more rooms, and of course adding stuff to here, and I even had a garage in the other one where I had, it was basically the treasure room just with vehicles that were left behind at some point. And I can canonically prove that there is a DeLorean from Back to the Future that's been forgotten about, as long as the video game is canon, the Telltale Games made. And also the Borealis would have been in there, and just a bunch of other stuff that, like, is really unfortunate that it got completely forgotten, and I just wanted this as, like, a physical reminder to, I mean, not that any of the people, like, making Doctor Who, or especially Back to the Future, will ever see this, but, you know, just a physical reminder of, hey, this stuff got left behind, where is it, you know. You can pick up on this. I'm pretty sure there have been loads of fanfictions about this stuff. Fanfictions that I'd probably be interested in reading. I haven't checked yet. Especially with that sword, that would be the least interesting thing. If someone figures out what that's from, I'm going to be genuinely impressed. Because that is not its canonical name. That's just what I nicknamed it. Anyway. Yeah. Okay, so let's just build another room, shall we? This room is free real estate. Yeah, okay, so what else do I want? Probably a kitchen, maybe storage room. What do I want in the storage room? What do I want to store in the storage room? This is the old stuff I want to store. Man, I don't actually know what other room I want to add. Yeah, anyway, but just, like, anytime I want to talk to the audience at any given moment, I'll probably just load into this map and run around, and maybe even show some stuff off if I need to vent. Yeah, that's basically my goal in the future. Do exactly that. Yeah, so I want it on this side. I want this room down this hallway to extend like this. Although I don't want it to go perfectly straight, so maybe it should be this one. Yeah, okay, it'll be this one. Oh, shit. I also have custom controls set to be a weird combination of the Switch Bedrock controls and the PlayStation 3 controls, one of which is my own custom thing. So, yeah, I wouldn't expect people to pick this up and know what to do. Yeah, I mean, in the event that I ever consider this finished, or whichever one happens first, but like, you know, my channel gets big enough that people want this map to be public, I will probably end up making it public. That was, I think, grammatically correct in a technical sense, but yeah. It'd be cool to make this public one day, even make it a server where, like, it's in adventure mode. That'd be cool. I did hide a lot of Easter eggs, by the way. Oh, you know what? Perfect. I know exactly what to make this room. I will need a visual reference, however. That's fine, though. Yeah, I know exactly what to make this room. That's perfect. I think I needed to be one more out, although yeah. Yeah, let's make it 2 more out. And by 2, I mean, I do this by increments of lamps. I've got a pattern that I use for these hallways. And yes, those square things are my replacement for the round things. They're a source of light, and they feel quite natural, instead of just, you know, having a glowstone ceiling. I did experiment with that when I was making the original TARDIS. I had a glowstone ceiling, like a 4x4 thing, every intersection, but hallways like this were significantly underlit. So yeah, and then I made glowstone as the things, and they just didn't feel right, so then I had redstone lamps as the round things, because they look vaguely round as a square can be. So yeah, they look very TARDIS-y. I do enjoy that. And quartz is what I made the whole thing out of, because I just really like quartz, really. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be the engine room. Where is it? Anyway. Oh yeah, I did have an engine room in the other TARDIS as well. I had 2, and this is going to be the second of 2. This is not going to be the... I keep forgetting how this game works. It's not going to be the TARDIS engine room. This is going to be the engine room from the SS Whisper. From my second favorite game of all time. And yes, I have considered playing my favorite game of all time, which I do own, obviously, on the channel. I just haven't really found a very natural way of going about that, because it's... I don't know. It's got like 90% text, if you happen to know what game I'm talking about. But yeah, it's got a lot of text. I don't know how comfortable I'll be with reading it. So yeah. I just need to figure out how to go about making this hallway. Oh man, okay. I did this in the last version that I had. Wait, I can put pressure plates there. All right, that'll work. That'll work wonders. Yeah, okay, all right. And then what I do for television screens, is I have, can I find it please? Black concrete. Black concrete is my television screen, because it looks like a black screen. That is about where that ends. Yeah. So yeah, I haven't been very public with this stuff in the past, by the way. If you've noticed on my one video where I toured my entire TARDIS, I was staring at the floor the whole time, and that is for an important reason. I am very I don't know what the right word would be. Anxious about what I consider to be art. Not that this is like artsy by any means. It's just something that I put a lot of care into, and I see myself in whenever I look at it. and it always makes me feel weird whenever I want to share it with another person. So, yeah. Weird cliche over. Let's get back to building a TARDIS. But this is going to be one of the actually more sensitive rooms. This room wouldn't work with a piston door. It's kind of weird that it opens like that. Yeah, I think I didn't have... I mean, that would make more sense, wouldn't it? Not from in here. In here looks weird. That looks actually awful. It's perfect. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Alright, I will be right back. I gotta go get my phone. I'm going to get a reference for this. This is going to be a bitch to put back on. Okay, I've got it. Okay. Tell you what. Oh, how should I do this? Can we have concrete stairs and slabs one day? That'd be cool. We need... Do we? Or is lighting gonna take care of it? I think lighting might take care of it. It feels a lot more claustrophobic than I was about to make it. Which is good. Pulling up a reference is very helpful. Okay. There we go. Very nice. Oh, man. I wonder how many people get this immediately. Very few, I imagine. I'd like to imagine, really. Yeah, okay. Why do I do that? Why do I keep doing that? What's nice is it doesn't really add to the stack, like, visually, so you're not, like, you know, worried about that stuff in this version. I think Bedrock version is really underrepresented. People are like, oh, why didn't you just get Java? It's because I'm like, I like playing on console, actually. Sorry, PC Master Race, I just don't like the PC. Oh, man. Yeah, no, this is, this feels really weird showing this off, by the way. I'm still not very comfortable with it, but, you know, we're here. I'm doing it. This might do a weird lighting glitch where it's going to show light through the corners of the room. But yeah, we won't know until I get through it. So we need, I'll do glass pane. Boom, boom. There we go. In we go. Very nice. Okay. Oh, did I make it just the right size, too? I totally did. That's awesome. Okay, cool. Alright, I'm gonna need the video to continue. I've got a playthrough of the game on the video. So that's good, like 4 blocks. I'm good at gauging distance, especially, you know, with Minecraft, because, you know, it's a game where that's a thing. Okay, I'll take quartz stairs, which I already had, and then I need a bacon. Thank you. I know it's beacon. Shut up. Okay, I'll put it there. I'll put it there. That works perfectly. Okay. Let me just do that whole thing. Looks awesome. Alright, I would like to mention stairs in this version are so much better. I might have to move that back another one. Depending on how that looks. Alright, well, let's check. Yeah, let's move it back one. Yeah. We just have the beacon here. How does that look? Oh, much better. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, the reference image I've got is actually pretty cool. Okay. So... Ooh, ouch. Okay, there we go. Very nice. Okay, now we just need to build all of this around it. I did have this sort of silent plot with my TARDIS, or it, like, crashed into the SS Whisper at some point. And now different parts of it are, like, merging together. So I have, like, you know, different parts from the SS Whisper and even just different sections from... I could just drop the whole plot, really. I'd just have sections from, you know, that nameless game. You thought I was going to say the name so that you could ha 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 ha. It's the beginner's guide. Yeah. So, I had plenty of sections from the beginner's guide in TARDIS last time, so probably just going to do that again. The only annoying part with this room is that I have to have a hole in the top so that the beacon actually works. So, yeah. Were this on Java, I could have just made a mod, but I wouldn't be able to play this on the go. And having my Switch and all of my shiny Pokemon on the go is an amazing concept. Oh, man. I think I had the roof one higher for a reason, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay. Wait, does the roof get taller when he goes in there? Yes it does. I think. I'm just gonna go with it. See how it looks. That's what art is about. I mean, to a degree, right? I don't know. I keep hesitating to call this art in any form, but I put work into it. It counts. Fucking, if someone, like, just... To quote Brooklyn, Jesus. To quote Brooklyn Nine-Nine, if you make a cigarette statue of Jesus, and if that counts as art, if you call it holy smokes, then, you know, this is art. Okay. Here we go. I think I definitely did at one point make this out of a darker material. Yeah, but that's whatever. Be a very Minecrafty version of the engine room. Did I get that? Yeah, I did. I have the field of view and like the zoom a bit off, so still getting used to it really. And I refuse to change it because anything else looks way too crunched. Okay. Oh my god, what was that? Yeah, the stairs are cooperating a lot more in this version. Okay, very nice. Okay. Now I need to go over to, let's just say, my block of redstone and get some iron. Yes, I cheaped out even in creative mode. Just let me... Boom, there we go. Yeah, I did, the thought did cross my mind of making the entire TARDIS out of iron, but, I mean, look at that compared to quartz. Like, quartz looks infinitely better. Oh, look at that shit. That's awesome. That's right, I forgot. I made this whole thing one lower. Yeah. And I will show you why in just a minute. Boom. Yes, yes. You're very shiny. Okay. And then we need to go for... I'd say that's probably that color. Yes, it is that color, exactly. Alright, cool. There it is. There's the engine room. Ominous. Yeah, it is exactly that color. I don't want to hear anyone say anything different. Yeah, okay, cool. It doesn't look quite as good as, you know, it used to, but I can actually probably make it look darker if all I do is this. Whoop. I don't know how much darker this will make it. In real life, this would make it incredibly dark. However, this is not real life, this is Minecraft. I am making a TARDIS with a laser engine room. It's about as far from real life as you can get, but anyway. There we go! Yeah, okay, it didn't make it darker at all. It still looks pretty cool. I'm very proud of it. So yeah, there's the engine room. Oh, yes, okay. Awesome. Okay. Well, there's that. I will make the TARDIS engine room at some point, if you have seen Into the TARDIS, once again, a Doctor Number 11 episode with Clara. Yeah, so... that's probably going to be the end of this video. I just needed to vent for a bit and do something more relaxing for recording, so... Probably be expecting a couple videos like this. Not one after another, obviously. I'm probably going to have... probably at least 5 or 10 more rooms next time I record another TARDIS video, but... I mean, like... I get a lot of satisfaction from standing back and looking at this. Also, fun fact, this was a redstone creation that I tried to make. I tried to make a really big useless machine with sand. It didn't end up working, so I just kind of unplugged it, and I've been just kind of awkwardly building around it. Like, this cut into the side of it a bit, so... Yeah, I've just been kind of ignoring it for now. Oh my god, I know exactly what I'm going to build next. Good night, everybody.